Happy holidays. This is Melody Jensen with melodieshappyworld.com, and we're having one of our exciting shows today, and I have Aaron Dodson, who's been a friend of mine for 10 years. That shows quality, right? And he has been a great friend in manufacturing. You know, I've been in manufacturing nutritional supplements and so forth, and I'm working some things with him right now for future products. And Aaron is really into wellness and fitness, and he's actually was a champion surfer in Huntington Beach. And we are in Catalina Fish Kitchen, Newport Beach, Costa Mesa area. And we like to do our shows over here because it's so fun. It's where all the beach boys come and hang out, and they do their surfing close to here. It's a beautiful day, beautiful water here at Newport Beach, California. I lived here for 10 years, and we were in Dana Point for 5. So I've been an Orange County person for about 15, 17 years. Okay, so Aaron, he's an Orange County buddy here, and I want him to share, what do you do, Aaron Dodson, to be happy?
Thank you, Melody. It's a pleasure to be here. What I do to be happy? Well, when I was younger, it was surf, 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 you know, all the time. Even ditching school to go surfing, even missing midterms in college to go surfing. Okay, I was all about surfing. Even when I was an engineer for 20 years, people would ask me, what do you do? And I would say, I'm a surfer. I wouldn't say I was an engineer. But now, today, that all changed because I discovered myself when I was around 45 years old. I discovered that the reason I dropped out of pre-med back right into college, dropped out of pre-med, then I went into geology for 2 years of all things, studying dead things, and then I went into engineering for some reason, I don't know why, but I didn't know who I was. Then suddenly I discovered that I'm a doctor at heart. That's why I was in pre-med, but it took me till I was 45 years old to understand that. Okay, so then once I discovered nutrition and that we could heal the body nutritionally, I didn't need pre-med, I didn't need mainstream medical, diplomas and things to be a doctor, even though I'm not a doctor, don't get me wrong. But we discovered nutrition, and we went on and developed some very exciting products that we have. Worked with my homeopathic, naturopathic partners for 20 years now. 20 years engineering, 20 years in the natural products and things, and then I became a wellness and cancer coach eventually because everyone was getting cancer in my family 20 years ago. So today what I do for happiness is I help people with chronic disease and ailments. That is my true passion, and I plan to do that even when maybe someday I won't be able to surf anymore, even though I think I'm a centennial. I pray that I'm a centennial. I'll be around till 100 and maybe surfing until then too. Who knows? We'll see.
Well, you know, aging is not a requirement. It's an option. And I'm telling you what, Aaron's in great health, and he and I are like the same age, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
We're pretty much. And the thing about Aaron is he's not a doctor. We don't want to lead any claims here today. We have to say that. He is not a doctor. He does not prescribe. He is into preventive health, good nutrition, take his vitamins, his supplements, and a very special thing you're going to talk about today is the water. And he's going to introduce to you the most fabulous water machine. And I fought buying it for like 10 years, and I ended up with it. And what an amazing change it makes in your body when you have the right water. And if you want to keep wrinkles away, and if you want to keep being respectful and nice, you got to feel good, and water's a big element there. So take on with your story.
Yes, water is a huge element, and you know, as I began to study health and nutrition in my new career, 20 years ago, it led me in my research. With my scientific background, I was able to research deep into science and understand the research and the science and the studies, and I discovered that ultimately it's the water, and it's not a cleanliness factor. It's not a purity factor, as it turns out. It's a properties factor. So this led me to a special form of water that is called electrolyzed reduced hydrogen water. And the water actually goes through an electrolysis process. It's a Japanese technology. We drop the charge to negative. The water also becomes more alkaline too, but it's not about the alkalinity, it's about the charge in the water. The negative charge in the water, the oxidation reduction potential they call it, ORP, oxidation reduction potential, or the potential to reduce oxidation in the body. Going negative on charge through electrolysis creates antioxidant water. It creates water that's 6 times better absorbed in the body system, and it also creates what's called molecular hydrogen, and that is the key factor, the antioxidant. Maximum hydration in the cellular detoxification. We bring in fresh non-reactive oxygen and molecular hydrogen, and you are protected. You're hydrated, you're detoxified, you're protected, and your body can heal itself. We're not making any healing claims, but with that, the body can heal itself.
That's
about it.
That's great. And with Aaron, at one time you were a champion for Huntington Beach surfing competition. You want to tell a little bit about that?
Yeah, so that was in the 70s, and I wanted to be the greatest surfer in the world. That's what I lived and breathed surfing every day. I was in the 70s, there wasn't much of a professional thing, but they kept me out of an amateur contest, so I was determined to be one of the first professionals. Big deal. I got free surfboards, I got free clothes, from the sponsors that sponsored me. We did the tour around California, never left California. But anyway, I got up there pretty high in the ratings. And then I met surfing greats like Jerry Lopez and even lately Kelly Slater. And they both have these machines, they both have this form of water, which is really exciting. And they love it, and it's just really a great thing. But surfing is, if I don't go surfing at least once a week, I ask my wife. She says, get out of here and go surfing.
Well, you're a water lover. So tell us about this wonderful water. The name of it is a Kagan water machine. And I fought buying it for like 10 years, and I just bought it, and what a difference. Oh my gosh. We had all the bottled water. We even had the water in the canister, in the bottle, big bottle,
yes,
in the kitchen. And we thought, well, great, this is for food storage if we ever need water for an emergency. But this Kagan water machine is unbelievable. Tell them the difference between that and what they can get in the bottle, in the different bottles.
Yeah, so the thing about this water, this process, the Kagan water machine, it makes 7 levels of highly functional water from 2.5 strong acidic, which is a very powerful sanitizer. So, and I use this stuff all the time, every day, everywhere I go. Everything I touch, every little mess, even when you get a little eye infection, you can even do this. This will kill virus and bacteria within 30 seconds. It's stronger than chlorine bleach, and yet you can do this. It's amazing. It's just water. The machine makes it. 2.5 to 11.5 strong alkaline water, which is the complement to this, the degreaser. It's the Mr. Clean. This is the Lysol. You can run your whole house on these waters from this machine. There's different
waters. Excuse me. There's different waters. A beauty water.
There's a beauty water in between, and then the 3 levels of drinking water. It's not just the healthiest drinking water in the world. It's a whole spectrum of 7 levels of highly functional water.
That is one of the coolest things, because you can get the beauty water to use on your face,
yes,
and at the same time you dial in to get the water that you drink, coming right from the tap.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't have all that expense. You pay for the machine by saving on all the bottled water you buy.
Yes, and your daughter said first week she stopped drinking coffee because she had so much energy drinking this water. She slept better, elimination better. These are the typical testimonies. Sleeping better, better skin, just overall. Oh, and she said she felt, up. It's like a euphoric. It's euphoric. I drink this in the water in the morning, and I wake up and I feel wonderful. It's like a little buzz, on top of that. And so And she says, it's changed my life. And you know what? The logo of the company is change your water, change your life. And she didn't even know that. She
How
just
funny.
said that.
That's Jackie Jensen, my daughter. Yes, and I believe in this totally. I can tell a big difference since I've been.
And she's glowing. Look at her. She's glowing.
And of course, so Aaron, tell us what you do to make people happy. And during the holiday seasons, what are some ideas and things that make you happy to help others? What do you do to make a difference?
Oh man, you know, it's really, honestly, I just try to be the best I can be. Love one another. Love everyone. Understand where people are coming from. Understand that they may not be where you are, or maybe they're somewhere that you need to be. You know, and listen, and just mainly love. Love is everything. You know, everything.
And you're such a giver. I mean, he comes out to my house and my home in California, and he shows me how to use the machine. He's such a giver. When you do business with Aaron, he's just such great customer service, but mostly it's friendship, I know. But he and his wife are very gifted people and humanitarians. And you know, we just recently gave them some Jackie J Skin anti-aging skincare. How are you doing on your anti-aging skincare, Jackie J Skin products?
Well, so my wife is a beautiful Colombian ex high fashion model and writer and many things. An unbelievable chef, cook, and I miss her right now because she's in Colombia with her mother, you know, for a month down there. So she took this with her. She commandeered it, but I started to use it for a couple of days. And the hyaluronic acid with the vitamin C, I love that. It was really working, I think.
It's called It's a Hit. If you notice, my daughter's a music songwriter. She has a note on each, and it's JackieJSkin.com. And just say you're on the Melody's Happy World show. And Aaron, so what happened to your skincare? She took it, right?
She took it, and I was talking to her this morning, and oh my gosh, she was just glowing, you know, and I thought maybe it's that, you know, and she's using it, and we'll see when she gets back. I'm sure she's going to have a great thing to say about it.
Aging is not a requirement, it's an option, and we're baby boomers and baby boomer friends. We're right here in Newport Beach at Catalina Fish Kitchen, and the food is great. And we're going to treat them tonight, our people that are here to do a show. We have the international winner of karate, and he received the Hall of Fame up next. And
amazing.
Aaron is just such a super guy. So what do you want to close with? What do you think people really need to do to be happy?
Well, you know, to be happy, you have to be healthy, really. You know, ultimately, we think to be happy, you know, traditionally is all about money, and but you know, actually, it's all about being healthy, because you can't take the money with you. I know a lot of people that have passed away, unfortunately, with too much money in the bank, and never took the time to, you know, look at their health and do what is needed to really maintain it. So just to maintain human health is where I'm at in that. And my mission right now is to help to get one of these Kangen units in every home in America, because when that happens, we know that the whole big pharma will come tumbling down to little pharma, emergency care only in this country, which we have the best. We have the best emergency care in the world, in this country, but we are too dependent on pharmaceutical drugs, and we wean people off, with the help of the doctor, off the drugs with this form of water. And so
it's about preventive health. And Thomas
Yes.
Edison said years ago, the doctor of the future will treat the body with nutrition and so forth.
exactly. And the other thing is, in this time especially, when we need enhanced immunity, this water, there are studies that, if you want to drill real deep into this, you'll see the immune response with this water is amazing. So it's the way to go. It's mandatory. It's going to be mandatory going forward in this in this type of world that we're living in today.
And all old ages is when your disappointments and discouragements outweigh your dreams. And when you aren't eating nutritionally, you get crabby, you get moody, irritable. And water has a big play. When you're dehydrated, you don't act that nice, okay? So people, what do? They'll go take their alcohol or their coffee, and that actually dehydrates you more.
Yes.
Or your diet drinks dehydrate you more. Actually, I was told that you should have 3 glasses of water for every drink you have. And if you want to keep sober, it's very important to drink 3 glasses of water every time you have that drink. So, and coffee's the same way. There's some benefits of having coffee, but guess what? It dehydrates. So if you want to have glowing, anti-aging skin, it's a must. And Melody's Happy World, I am now using the machine after 10 years. I'm telling, someday I'll get it, and I decided I'm going to do it. And what a great decision that was. So I use the Kangen water machine. They some call it Kangen water machine. If you're interested in that, and then also Aaron is a manufacturer for me, and I'm coming out with a Melody's Happy World energy bar real soon after the first of the year. And this will be something really fun that we'll offer, and they taste actually delicious. You can get greens in a bar. Why don't you tell them a little bit about the bar that I'm going to have?
Yes, well, we have several bars, but the number one is the Active Green. I don't have the Active Green. I gave them all away, but this is the protein bar. This is 22 grams of raw organic whole food protein, 75 gram total weight. It's a big raw organic piece of food in a wrapper, and so these are very popular, especially nowadays as a survival and fast food on the go, if you will. And we have, this is the protein bar. We also have a green bar that has 4,000 milligrams of our green superfood formula. It's a big 68 gram bar, 2.4 ounces.
And chocolate. You can get the
yes,
carob.
and then we have one that has chocolate covered, green, and protein. So it's a complete meal with dessert included. And that's a really popular one.
And Jackie J Skin and melodieshappyworld.com, we will be offering these when the springtime. We're getting ready. There's a back order with everyone wanting to use these for survival kits and for food storage. So hopefully all of you are going to have a happy holiday, but remember, you want to eat healthy while you do it. Aging is not a requirement, it's an option. You have an option to stay young. You do have an option. You don't have to get old and crabby and have no friends and be sad and no one visits you because you're grumpy all the time. Okay? I'm a grandmother. I have 4 grandkids, 1 great grandbaby, and 3 kids, and I've been very, very busy in my lifetime. And let me tell you, life is exciting. I don't care what age you are, you can have a great time. And we having a great time, and we're going to have some wonderful food here at the Catalina Fish Kitchen.
Yes.
I want to thank Cliff Scarborough, who brought his son earlier today. We interviewed him. He's helping us out with the camera today. And everything onward and upward in the year of 2022, right around the corner. Set your resolutions right now to be healthier, wealthier, and wiser. And thank you for joining in Melody Happy World Talk Show today from Newport Beach, California. Thank you.
God bless.